Welcome to the start of the new liturgical year and the first Sunday of Advent. Jesus warns us of the coming times and how we should be prepared to see the signs and to have strength. In the readings this week, we are reminded of 3 times when Jesus will come. In the first coming, God comes in weakness. God comes in the quiet of the night. God comes like a helpless child in need of men and women to take care of him, to watch over him, to feed him. To think that the Blessed Mother and Joseph are raising a child who is God himself. The second coming, when will it come? No one knows. Jesus says only the Father knows. It is then during the darkness, when it seems that everything is lost and the whole world as we know it has been divided, and there's lightning in the sky and there's fire on the earth. Jesus says, that is the time the Son of Man will come in a cloud. The world where love triumphs over hate. The love where people really begin to understand each other and care for each other and love each other. For this is the world that God has intended. And this is the world that will be initiated when Jesus comes the second time. Now we have the third coming. The third coming is that Jesus is with us. The risen Lord will be with us on our journeys, down through the years, no matter how long it takes. He will be at our sides and will never abandon us. And of course, this is the absolute joy of Advent, the knowledge of and the loving of this Messiah who comes to lead us safely home. In today's gospel, Jesus provides us with instructions on how to discern events when faced with anxieties of daily life, wars, and natural disasters. The gospel reading has 2 personal responses to the times of tribulations we experience. One person can respond in fear and another in faith. Jesus aims to inspire true strength and infuse hope. He is not threatening tragedies, but announcing that we will see him again. He invites us to open our hearts to hope and to be ready to stand erect before him. Luke observed the behaviors of Christians in his community. We may also know of people in the same situation. They become trapped in their fears, addictions, or have fallen on hard times, caught in a snare, a trap that many people fall into and remain entangled without meeting the Lord who comes. This Advent, focus on the Lord. Cut down on the distractions. Prioritize your life on the true meaning of Advent. And be prepared for the coming. How do you plan to stay awake, alert, and ready to seize the moment that the Lord reveals to you? How can we start this journey? We begin by looking at the health of your relationship with the Lord. How healthy is it? Advent is a time we should step back and reflect on our relationship with him, to examine our conscience, and to mend any shortcomings in our souls. We also need to make a good confession and receive the Eucharist. If we are to do the Lord's work on earth, we must regain the state of grace and remain there to help our fellow brothers and sisters in these dark times. How many of us have drowsy hearts, oppressed by sorrow, and numbed with fear and drunkenness? Some do not have the strength to lift their heads because they have lost all sense of self and hope. But this is a time that we bring the hope of Jesus into their hearts so they may see, not with their eyes, but with their hearts. And this is the time that Jesus says, stand erect, hold your heads high, Your liberation is at hand. Will you be an Advent angel guiding your lost brothers and sisters to Jesus? We will all need to stand before the Son of Man one day, and we will have to look him in his eyes. And I pray that we are ready to say, to you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. God bless.